And it's time for the next matchup in the first round of the AF Lager Championship. Let's have a look at the table. So, second half of the table, and if you remember in the last one, we saw the Bitburger Pils absolutely annihilate the Budweiser. Big surprise there. But it's going up now. Well, it's going up into the next round, I think, against the Kronenbourg. So that will be interesting to see. But we're not talking about that today. We are going to talk about the beers that are up today. So let's talk about them. That was great, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got this one. We've got the Estrella Dam 0.0% on this side. We have got the Heineken 0.0 on this side. And we've got big cans as well. Estrella, available everywhere. Heineken, available everywhere. I got this one from Home Bargains. It's weird. They had small cans, which were about, I think they were 6 for about a £5 or something. But these were actually 4 for £2.49. So they're significantly cheaper in bigger cans. So I thought, you know what? Let's get a decent-sized can of Heineken. And there you go, Estrella there as well. So we've got the Heineken alcohol-free, the Estrella alcohol-free. I can't remember much about these two beers, to be honest. I think I have had both of them before. Of course I have. But I don't really know much about them. So it'll be very interesting to see what I think of them now. Are they holding up? We've had some fairly good alcohol-free beers so far. Will either of these hold up against them? Well, we'll find out in a minute when I get them poured out into glass. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, let's have a look at the good old sugar content of these beers. Can I see it? Is it in... you know what? I can't see. I don't think there is. Is there? It must be. You know what? I don't think this tells us anything. It just says there's not more than 0.05% vol. But on the can, there doesn't appear to be any information about sugar. I know last time I had this, I thought it was quite sweet. So I imagine there'll be a decent amount of sugar in it. This one, oh, black on red. Don't like black on red. Yeah, not a clue. Not even going to try and read that. I don't think. It does mention it. Ingredients, water. No, it doesn't actually. Has it got nutritional information? I can't see. No, there isn't. So, yeah, so no information on either of these about sugar content, which... Oh, no, there is on the back. Here we go. Here it is. Right. So, sugar... Doesn't help when it's in about 10 different languages. Okay, I'm just wasting everybody's time here, aren't I? I can't actually see sugar written there anywhere. It's actually in English at all. Oh yeah, it's right at the back. It's right at the end, yeah. The last English is the last thing it's written in. 1.7 grams per 100 mil. So there you go, 1.7 grams per 100 mil. Absolutely no idea with this one. Oh no, it is there. What am I saying? 1.3. There we go. Wow, what a waste of time. 1.3 grams per 100 mil here, 1.7 grams per 100 mil there. Okay, let's get them poured out into glasses and we'll see what we think of them. Okay, beer's poured and let's have a look. Brewdog glass. Very, very big bubbles on this and dissipating rather quickly. Much smaller bubbles on this one. Much for wispier head. They do look very different beers. Before I go any further, let's tell you which one is which. So this is which one is which. Okay, that was which one was which. Let's get looking at them. So yeah, far more amber in this one than this one. So this is significantly darker in colour. Very pale straw, the one on the left. Interesting. Let's get a nose. Again, a maltiness on the nose there. Again, getting that sickly sweetness that you get with an alcohol-free beer. Oh, getting it on my nose again. Bit too much in the glass. But I'm getting quite a nice bit of maltiness there. There is a bit of grassiness. Bit of citrus. A little bit of orange. Not too much of that alcohol-free sickly sweetness, but it is there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all on the nose. Let's get a nose on this one now. Here we go. That's interesting. It's different. It is a different nose. Not got the same maltiness. So this is more grass and lemon. Doesn't immediately smell alcohol-free, this, but it does smell quite citrusy. There's a bit of maltiness in there, but it's also a little bit dirty in the smell. Yeah, that doesn't smell alcohol-free to me, but it doesn't smell like a great lager. It smells like a lager that's trying to be a bit different, a little bit crafty, but not doing a brilliant job of it. I don't think what else that smells though. It's got a bit of a, I don't know, got a bit of that floral fragrance that I get from some lagers. It has got a little bit of that horrible sweetness. Yeah, interesting. It'd be interesting to see what these taste like, and I have really no idea which one's which. I've got an idea which one's which, but I don't know. Okay, I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying looking at the head of this one a lot more than this one. Look at it on the glass. Get a nice lacing on the glass there. Whereas that one, not so much. Anyway, let's get tasting them and see what we think. Okay, here we go. This one. Cheers. So I'm getting some aftertaste not bad. I'm getting some maltiness on that, but it's giving me a bit of a marmitey, twigglety kind of taste. Which will make the beer a bit marmite, to be fair. It's quite dry. It's not bad, to be honest. That marmitiness makes it taste a little bit interesting, but once you've started acclimatise into the beer, it's not there as much. You don't get as much marmitiness of it. A bit of brown bread in there. Again, I'm not sure if alcohol-free lagers are getting better than they were, say, 5 to 10 years ago, but some of these alcohol-free lagers, they do seem a million miles better than the ones that I remember. I mean, they're not great, but these ones I'm trying now, they have got a little something going for them. Yes, that one, bit of maltiness, bit of twigglety marmite taste. A little bit of a bready finish. It's not bad. Okay, let's try this one now. Cheers. You know what? If these are the beers that I think they are, I think they're doing quite a good job to try and replicate the alcohol version of these beers, to be honest. Which I think is a good thing. This one it's crisp, it's refreshing. It's got a little bit of bitterness, it's not too sweet. It's quite fizzy. Have we got much of an aftertaste? Not a great aftertaste. I think the aftertaste is that sweetness, a little bit of that sickly sweetness. But this tastes like it's trying to taste like Heineken, really. And I don't know last time I had Estrella, but I'd reckon this was the Estrella. So it's hard to not think what these beers, which ones they are. I'd be very surprised. Well, I'd look a bit stupid if I was wrong. But I'd also think that Heineken would be the lighter beer, but it has got a bit of a Heineken-y taste to it, this one. Now, if I'm wrong, then I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that is like a lighter version of Heineken with a little bit of that sickly sweetness in the background. A little bit of bitterness on the finish, but not much of an aftertaste. It's all right. They're both okay. Neither of them have, I don't think, anything wrong with them. I will drink the rest of the cans. There are some beers that I will not be finishing. The Budweiser, possibly not. The Marks and Spencer's one, possibly not. The San Miguel, I'm not sure about that really. So these are both better than those because these are ones that I will drink. See, I'm not sure about like the twiglitiness in this, or just that kind of something not quite right in the taste, which is a shame but it has got a nice aftertaste though. It has got a nice bready aftertaste. That beer with that aftertaste would be a lot better, twice as good as either of these. I think this has possibly got the best aftertaste out of all the lagers that I've had so far, which is interesting. It's just the flavour up front is not very nice. No, that flavour up front's not very nice. And it's a shame really, because the aftertaste is banging. It really is. Let's try this one again. Yeah, this tastes like Heineken with a bit of that sickly sweet alcohol freeness. And I don't mind a bit of Heineken. I kind of like the flavour of Heineken for a cheaper beer. This one, the flavour that I'm getting is not. It's not nice. It's really not. Almost tastes like a wet towel that hasn't dried properly. Now, really, especially compared to that, this has got quite a nice clean taste. Basically, if you don't like Heineken, you're not going to like this. If you do like Heineken, you're definitely not going to like this. If you don't like Heineken, you're not going to like this either. To be honest. I can't remember what Estrella tastes like, but I think it was okay. So if you like Estrella, you're not going to like this. So I think that settles it. That's out. That's in. But again, that's how I've gotten the right way around. Well, even still, that's still one. I'm thinking that's Heineken. I'm thinking that's Estrella. Let's come right back in a minute and I will find out if I was right. And I'm back. And yes, I was right. This is the Estrella. And this was the Heineken. And yeah, I've always liked Heineken. Well, I liked alcohol-free Heineken. I thought it was one of the better ones. This is kind of backing it up, really. Let's try the Estrella straight from the can. Yeah. Just a chug, it's not bad. If you really go searching for flavours, the flavours you get are a bit like, I say, a wet towel or Twiglets. Whatever your brain is sort of interpreting those flavours as. The Heineken, it has got this weird sweetness to it, which is not for everybody, but it does taste a bit like Heineken, which I think is good. I think if you like Heineken, you want an alcohol-free alternative, it's good if it tastes like Heineken rather than just some generic alcohol-free beer. I mean, some alcohol-free beers don't taste anything like the proper thing, like this one, for example. So, yeah, Estrella, gone. Out of the championship. And the Heineken is still in, so that's interesting. Where can I put this water? Let's put it down here as well. So there we go, we've got the Heineken. There it is, through to the next round. What can I say? So the Heineken's through to the next round, where it'll be up against something. I don't know. I think, have we only got one more left now? I think we've only got one more of these left now. The first round, we've got the Staropramen versus something, which I don't know, because I haven't got it in front of me. But yeah, so it's Staropramen against something, which will be the next thing that you will see. And then the first round is done. Brilliant. Can't wait for the second round, because there looks like some decent lagers in the second round, so I will enjoy that, I think, more than the first round. Anyway, there you go. I'm rabbiting. Until next time, have a good one.